Scott was going to put $100 bill at the top for a funnel.
I just got a text to come and you're gonna go get a shirt.
So if you want to kind of wait over here on this side.
In the items are behind that tree.
So if you want to stand off to the side, maybe right here closest to them. That way you can step up as soon as they do the sand ceremony. All right, and you guys are going to stand right over here. Perfect, and then I will go ahead and send her down.
So he's gonna be there, she's gonna be there. Then I gotta come and get the bottles, or
I'll show you. She's going to be right here.
oh, okay,
And you'll come up here and stand where I am, and I'll hand you the bottles.
okay, all right.
Okay.
A bill won't
Bigger
Would you like to back out?
You don't want me to. There's many directions like there. Sorry, so they get most of it in there. There's there ain't no way they can perfectly go to that. I got it almost. Anyway, all I know is just wait for it to cross it.
Okay, good. All right. She was pretty worried that you finished your hours. I reassured her. Oh, he's had him done for 6 months. He said. There's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's the same way.
If anyone objects to the union of this couple, speak now, forever hold your peace. Before we begin, Chris and Sarah would like to pause for a moment to remember those who can't be present here today and those who are no longer with us, especially Sarah's father, Alan Etchison. We gather as a community, family, and friends and feel ripples of excitement and tremors of joy as we celebrate the marriage of Chris and Sarah. God has created a world of harmony, soaring birds, towering trees, brisk wind, animals of all kinds, each unique, each in relationship and harmony with the others. God's first gift was breathing life into humans and turning us toward each other to live in equality and unity. Chris and Sarah have come here to affirm their love for each other and enter into this sacred union. Marriage is a gift. Marriage is an opportunity for love to be learned. Marriage is a journey in which we as the travelers are faced with many choices and are responsible for these choices. Marriage is a call to servanthood. Marriage is a call to friendship. Marriage is a call to suffering. Marriage is not an event but a way of life. Marriage involves intimacy in all areas for it to be fulfilling. Today, Chris and Sarah, you come together bringing all of you to this marriage, all of your wonderful parts, all of your hurts and pains. You especially bring today all of your hopes and dreams for this marriage. In preparing for today, Sarah, Chris shared, I knew you're the one for me because you support me no matter what, even if I'm trying to do something irresponsible. And you love me no matter what, even no matter how much I annoy you. You're perfect for me because you're supportive, driven towards your goals. You care about everybody, even some who don't always deserve it. And Chris, Sarah shared that I knew you're the one for me because after a few breaks in the relationship, you were the one I would go to for support. And you were my best friend, When we got back together, I realized there was no way I could live without you because you're my soulmate. You're perfect for me because you're funny, cute, and so sincere. You're level-headed, but so much fun and adventurous. You both have tremendous faith in each other as you trust your future to the other's care. You have excellent reasons for believing you belong together, but you have no guarantees. Instead, you stand together about to accept on faith the challenge of creating the future together. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. You marry in faith that God has called you to live as one. You promise to be faithful to one another in big things as well as small. Your constant faith in each other will give form and substance to beautiful hopes you have for your future. Faith is a conviction of things not seen. Unless you're an unusual couple, at times your marriage won't look anything like the vision you celebrate today. You may not feel much evidence of the love you now feel so keenly. At such a time, remember this moment. Remember the hopes and dreams that have been entrusted to your care. Marriage begins with a leap of faith that says, I will, before an unknown and unknowable future. Marriage is about being full of faith or faithful to one another. Faithfulness respects each other's ideas and feelings, keeps each other's secrets, guards each other's dignity, and honors each other in public and in private. Faithfulness is built from 10,000 minute acts of trust and trustworthiness. In such faith, you'll find the fulfillment of all the hopes and dreams you have today. May God bless you both. Amen. Chris and Sarah, have you come here freely without reservation to join together lawfully in marriage? If so, say, I have. Before God and family and friends, ask you to affirm your vows to each other. As you enter into this covenant of marriage, begin to share all the joys of this new relationship, whatever the future may hold.
I'm not a man of many words, so this is, but saying I do means more than saying I do. It means I will love you even when I don't like you. I will laugh with you, not at you. I will support you. I will respect you. I will stand by you no matter what. Because you're the only person who could love me despite my flaws.
Sarah?
I am a woman of words, so bear with me. I'll try to make this as sappy as I possibly can because I know you just love that. When we first met, I knew I had met my best friend. I didn't know about the ups and downs, the fights, and the negatives, but I wouldn't change anything in the world. For my life with you here today, I have a few promises. I promise to pick up 80% of my stuff daily. I promise to be your best friend. I promise to always support you. I promise to give you understanding, and I promise to be your player number 2 forever. And above all else, I promise to love you through the thick and thin. No matter what comes up in our life together, I will forever be by your side from this day forward.
May I have the rings?
Shoo.
These rings are an outward, invisible sign of invisible truth which binds two hearts in one. As such, they're the symbols of the enduring and unending quality of the love which is now expressed between Chris and Sarah. Chris, repeat after me. Sarah,
Sir,
this ring
this ring
is a sign
is a sign
of my love and faithfulness.
and my love and faithfulness.
Sarah, repeat after me. Chris,
Chris,
this ring
this ring
is a sign
is a sign
of my love and faithfulness.
of my love and faithfulness.
These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch.
'Cause the sand in there again.
Chris and Sarah, today you join your separate lives together. The separate bottles of sand symbolize your separate lives, separate families, separate sets of friends. These bottles represent all that you are, all that you'll ever be as an individual. They also represent your lives before today. Now, as you take these containers of sand and pour them into the main container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into individual containers, so will your marriage be. First Corinthians 13:4-8 says, "Love is patient, love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends." Please join me for a prayer blessing over their marriage. God in heaven, you ordained marriage for your children and you gave us love. We present to you Chris and Sarah, who come this day to be married. May the covenant of love they made be blessed with true devotion and spiritual commitment. We thank you for giving them strength and courage to keep their vows. Thank you for helping them to create for their family a peaceful, stable home of love as a foundation on which they can build their lives. When selfishness shows itself, grant generosity. When mistrust is a temptation, give moral strength. When there's misunderstanding, give patience and gentleness. When suffering becomes a part of their lives, give them a strong faith and abiding love. Amen. It's time if I could have the witnesses come to have the mom sign the marriage license at this time. Chris and Sarah, in the future, happy occasions will come as surely as the morning. Difficult times will come as surely as the night. To say the words love and compassion is easy, but to accept that love and compassion are built upon patience and perseverance is not easy. Chris and Sarah, inasmuch as you've declared your willingness to enter the state of marriage with each other and declared the same in the company of God and these witnesses, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as ordained minister and by the state of Florida, I pronounce you husband and wife, uniting the pure and holy bonds of wedlock. For God has joined, let no one separate. Go forth in this life as husband and wife with the blessing of God. Be loving, patient, and kind, and above all, forgive one another as God has forgiven you. It's my pleasure to introduce to you all for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Watts. Chris, you may kiss your bride.